A little update about what happened with YouTube removing my video because it had some phone numbers in it. Now, I know I don't post phone numbers or personal identifying information. However, the only reason I left these phone numbers there was because Letecia's in jail, so it's not her number. And I don't believe Al still has that same number. But in any event, it doesn't matter. I should have blurred them to begin with. I'm re-uploading this video, which is just part 2 of the original series. This is not a new video. This is the original part 2 with the blurred out phone numbers. Also, I have read all of your comments, and I know this AI voice is really bad. Some of you love it, some of you hate it. This video is still using that voice, and I apologize for that. It's too much work for me to change all that in the video. It already took me a long time to go blur out all the phone numbers. Going forward, I'm no longer using the AI voice, so you won't hear that again.
Previously, we watched Letecia spin a web of confusion right before Gannon went missing. Now in part 2, we pick up the timeline. This is where the cameras come in. Police body camera begin to document the aftermath, and we finally get a glimpse of Letecia when she's forced to speak face-to-face with law enforcement. But make no mistake, this isn't a woman seeking justice for her stepson. She's already shifting the spotlight to herself. Stick around as we break down the footage, and I'll let you decide what's real and what's just another performance. Between 6:59 and 7:08, Letecia sends a text message to Al. All of the call takers are busy. Oh my God, I'm still on hold. What the fuck? And Al says, "Where are you?" "I'm in the driveway. Harley has gone to the park." Someone's answered, "Hold." "How tall?" 4'10", I think. "Sorry, I'm freaking out." Asking me if he has tattoos. Asking me does he use alcohol or drugs. 90 pounds. They need his social. "I can't think." Al says, "I don't have it on me." "Okay." And then Harley leaves to go search for Gannon at the park. And then at 7:06, Harley FaceTimes Letecia. It doesn't look like it was answered. Between 7:08 and 7:16, Letecia sends a text to Harley, "Any luck? I'm on a call." And Harley says, "No, I couldn't remember the exact road that the park is on. Usually can just see with my eyes, but it's so dark, so I couldn't tell. But I'm at the school now. Look, oh my God. Okay, anything?" And then it's 7:10. Letecia calls Al and they speak for 14 minutes and 27 seconds. And then Letecia receives a call from the sheriff's office and she speaks with them for 1 minute and 18 seconds. And then at 7:24, Harley returns home. At 7:31, Letecia calls Al and they speak for 5 minutes and 35 seconds. And then Al sends a text to Letecia, "Anything?" They found some kind of cigarettes in his backpack. And Letecia says, "Yeah, Harley found them." I don't believe Gannon had any cigarettes in his backpack. I don't believe Gannon asked about bath salts. I believe this was all part of her plan, her premeditation. I believe when she went out, she purchased a pack of cigarettes and placed them in his backpack so that they would be found. So that people would think, "Oh my God, Gannon's a bad kid. He ran away." Remember, that was the initial plan. So I do not believe that Gannon had cigarettes in his backpack. And then between 7:44 and 7:45, Harley FaceTimes Al. And they speak for 12 seconds. And then after that, Letecia sends a text to Al, "Why did you hang up on her?" And Al says, "'Cause I'm freaking out." Letecia says, "We are too. Harley's crying. Lena's crying. I hope he isn't putting the salts in here or using the straw. I'm crying." First of all, she's not crying. And if she is, it's fake. Second of all, here she is bringing up the salts again. I do think the whole salt story was from her. And then Al texts her back at 7:50. No police. Did you tell them there's a possible drug involvement? Letecia says no police. Harley drives around the block, continues looking for Gannon, and then she texts Letecia, asks Lena if she remembers any cars, old station wagon, old car, colors. Letecia says no, but don't go there by yourself. Connor's mom is on the way, and she could go with you. And then Harley says okay. Few minutes later, Letecia sends a text to Al. Connor's mom is on the way. To start looking. Connor's mom said it's stupid idea putting elementary at the middle school. Harley is gone to look for Jimmy. I'm freaking out. I can't breathe. Have you let anyone know, or are you waiting on the police? And then Al says, I text that lady from South Carolina because their son is on the same bus. Okay, your mom or his mom? Yes. Just in case you ask me, you talked to both? Who? Like, did you tell his mom? So I know when they ask me if he made contact with her. Yes. What is she saying? He talked to her? No response. Okay, because they told me to have a list of people available that we reached out to, so I'm writing them down. They need social. Is it here? I lost them, remember? Okay. Are you in your hotel room? Yes. Babe, you aren't saying much. I'm losing my mind. They aren't here yet. And then at 8 o'clock, Letecia calls Al and they speak for 1 minute and 24 seconds. And then Al calls the sheriff's office. I do not have a duration of how long they spoke, nor do I have the recording. Between 8:06 and 8:03, Letecia sends a text to Al. What did they say? Same BS. What? Did we tell you he wrote I'm sorry for everything last night on his notebook? Just trying to make sure I told you everything. Yes, Letecia. We do remember you saying that he wrote sorry last night on his notebook. I'm not even sure that Gannon really dumped over the candle. I'm not even sure that that was his fault. A part of me believes that this diabolical woman burned that child and then made him say he's sorry. That manipulation video where all he's worried about is his burns. Not what he did. Not what she claims happened. At 8:16, Al texted Letecia. I emailed everything. I emailed the teacher. Anything? No. Connor's mom is here and everyone is going to the fields to look. The fields? Where are the guns? Hello? Yes, like to make sure no kids are at Soul Hideout place they have. Where are the guns? Answer me. Hold, I'll go check. The green one's there. The black? Big one in my closet. Hold, I'm looking because I put it back in your crate after later stayed. I didn't check the inside, but seemed normal. It was in there. Okay. I don't see your pouch. Really? You serious? No one knew they were in there. I'm looking under everything. Yours in there? It fell. Psh, all accounted for. Okay. It's gotta be some older middle schooler. I was panicking for a second about the gun, but that makes me feel better. So we just need to know where he is hanging out. And then Letecia at 8:25 calls Al. They speak for 11 minutes and 47 seconds. And right after that call, she sends a text to Harley. Anything yet? And Harley says no. And then Harley FaceTimes Letecia and they speak for 18 seconds. And then immediately after that, Letecia calls Al and they speak for 19 minutes and 43 seconds. And then Letecia sends a text to Harley. Anything? Still waiting. No. And then there's a series of phone calls. There was a call from Al at 9 p.m. and then Al calls the sheriff's office. Pretty sure at this point he wants to know where his kid is. He's not getting answers from Letecia. He probably realizes she's doing nothing but lying because you can't tell me this man didn't know that she was a mass manipulator at this point. So he calls the sheriff's office himself. And then he calls Letecia back after he gets off the phone with the sheriff's office. And they speak for 7 minutes and 9 seconds. And then he sends a text message to Letecia. Landon said, track his switch through Gmail. And Letecia says, Tell me how to do that, because we looked it up and it said no GPS, so how? And Al says, any police? No clue. Okay, I'll Google it. Remember when Letecia did that Google search, can my parent find my switch if it's off? Wherever Gannon's body is at this point, and I would guess it's probably in the trunk of her car, sitting in the garage, because she has not moved it yet. So the switch is there, and it's turned off. She's banking on her Google search saying it can't be tracked, so she's kind of like, how, what? It can? What? That doesn't go along with my premeditation. So moving on. After they had that conversation about tracking the switch, he calls the defendant again. He calls Letecia again, and they speak for 6 minutes, 24 seconds. And then Gannon's phone calls Landon's phone, and they speak for 4 minutes and 28 seconds. So that is Letecia taking Gannon's cell phone and calling Landon. And then at 10:08 p.m., Letecia texts Al again. She didn't yell, she just cried. Cops are here. I did have to tell her the whole deal. I didn't withhold anything because the cop was right here. And he said, okay. I mean, at this point, no one has asked her to withhold anything, and why would you withhold anything? At 10:09, the sheriff's office arrive to canvass the house.
I took the covers that he was laying down, and I just threw it on there because I got my daughter out and the dog's out. She was working, and it was something.
You got everybody now.
I know. It was something that we were just like.
Did he take his bike?
No.
Okay, because somebody saw a little kid on a bike. They posted it, but I didn't know if he brought his
Well,
bike.
he did, unless he took it sooner and brought it back, because Lena ends up getting a bike
Okay.
and rides the bike because
We're
hers
just
had
getting
broke. When
information.
she ran into him, I say ran into him as in not physically,
Right.
but she somehow got his bike because hers wouldn't work. So he could have at
So
one
they were
point.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were supposed to go
What
pick them
color
up
is
for
the bike?
dinner.
Keep in mind when you're watching this body cam footage that Letecia brutally stabbed Gannon to death and shot him in the head just a few hours before this. Watch her demeanor, watch how she talks, watch how she behaves, her body language. You would never know she just brutally butchered
Yeah,
a
he didn't
child.
know. They thought he was at his
Black
friend's house. He was like,
Yeah.
he just started sleeping. So
We
they were
got
gonna
we
go pick
have
him
him
up down
on
the road.
one
And he was never there.
There's
And he never
one
went to his
picture
friend's
someone
house.
sent he was on,
Okay.
and he was taking the switch.
Do you mind if my
So
partner
it's-
looks around the house real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Because kids, they hide. And
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
They can hide for hours. and
Yeah,
they
no,
just
we've
like-
already checked the camp,
Is there any other kids here?
ADT,
There's a-
yeah, there's kids here. I say kids here.
There's my sister and 2 dogs.
Okay. Right for it.
Yeah, no, he's definitely he was out there because they left and blah blah blah.
So, just tell me a timeline. I know you said that y'all were gonna go eat at 6.
Yeah, so it
So
was.
you're supposed to meet you back here, but you went down there.
So,
What happened between that?
okay, so 3:15. Coming every day. They have to something, physical activity, something certain that we can go ahead and do this switch time. So it's pretty much just you get snacks. He always required them. Hey, you have to go outside. All these things. So.
Pretty active. Okay.
Yeah.
So, he did that. He didn't do that because you said his stomach was hurting. What happened instead of doing that?
He said no. He said he had already talked to my husband about being on prescription. So he said he was going to his friend's house to play video games.
And what time did he left at 3:30?
I don't know the exact time because I was correcting his carpet thing downstairs.
Okay. So he.
And he's free. My husband's very more free than I am with the situation. I kind of always who's actually going to give me their number. That's how I was with her. But like he's like, oh, as long as there's a neighbor ride, you know, they can ride bikes, everyone's together type thing. So yeah, so all the time they go and ride and meet friends. That's how we do. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like wrong. I think did I bring my thing in here? Actually, it might be in there. Dogs. Can you get her? Sir, I think it might be in my car, so whenever you're...
What might be in your car?
He wants my ID.
Oh, okay. Was this the car you guys had with you today?
Do what?
Was this the car you guys had with you today?
What do you mean with me today?
I mean, did you drive this car today?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I didn't drive that car today.
You did
This
not
car
drive
was
this car.
today.
Okay, all right. Has he ever hidden in anything like this before?
No, this is... No. Oh, okay. So I was like, Alright, so it's Letecia Stauch. Yeah, that's the accent. August 1, 1983.
And then middle initial or name for out of states.
Is there anybody down here?
Is the other dog? Yeah, that just says no one.
No one.
I mean, no one is down there.
Okay.
Huh? It's my maiden name, so it's Hardin, H-A-R-D-I-N.
It's going to be 101275370 South Carolina.
What kind of flight? Ocean Zebra Boy, 385.
Registered to Danny Trent, 2805 North Letecia, access break expiration 920.
He wasn't in here with us. That stuff is down there, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I show him about this stuff? I just didn't want him to step on the cutter, the box thing. I think I still had down there. Okay, because you weren't in here. You weren't in here in the beginning, right? I thought I didn't know if I had that box cutter and all that stuff in there because I told him about he dropped the candle last night.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I must have picked it up. I was just making sure. I didn't want you to be like, oh, just a box cutters. But yeah, I had to cut this. And I told them I wasn't even going to tell Dad. And I was going to figure out a way to put this in there from the situation. But
At least you got a carpet. Yeah, you got
right. I just took it and like covered up with the carpet and stuff like that. But
Does he have any friends around here?
there is a. Let me look on this thing. He did have this one like book thing.
That's where you're supposed to be at down the road.
But they checked that already?
They went over there and talked to him, and they're like, no, we hadn't seen him at all.
Oh, okay.
He did have this like
And you talked to parents, right? You didn't talk to...
Yeah, Connor's mom came over, who is a friend he hangs out with all the time. So they come over. The people here, the friends, they were just the ones that were at the door with the bike.
Okay.
They came over. A bunch of people came over. Yeah, so
Any
he
friends?
did have like a little book that had names on it, but I don't know. I don't see it like anywhere specifically because like his wallet, he's not like a. I teach 5th grade, and like you got your like really mature kind of boys, but then waiting, he forgets to like bring this or bring that or bring this or bring that.
Still kid.
Yeah.
So no clothes are missing or nothing?
No, we actually lay out all the clothes all the time, like for, like every day at school, we lay out clothes, we do whatever.
Is his jacket gone?
He had he has several jackets. Like it depends on, I'm very like fashion. So like it just depends on jackets. Like he might have this black one with this, or there's a blue one with this. And,
So he had a jacket.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Several jackets. Like, I mean, you see the kid has, like tons and tons of clothes, and he just,
Okay.
he has all that stuff. So. And he took like none of this. Like these are his favorites. All of these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna grab some more questions and.
Okay.
How long have you guys lived here?
555 from it.
Maybe like a year and something now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have talked to all of his friends' parents in the area?
I'm not the person that talks to the friends. I don't have numbers. I don't say yes. I don't say no. My husband tells me yes or no. So he has all the numbers.
So there could be some friends that you don't know
Right.
about what you
Because
can do.
I just don't know the people like that. And a lot of the time that I was here, I had a job on the East Coast. So I had to fly back and forth for a lot. So I didn't really meet a lot of people, like my husband did. And he's like always want to be the one to talk to everybody about it. And so,
Well, how about your husband? Does he talk to these people?
yeah, he's been on the phone with a bunch of them. He's in Oklahoma, Fort Steele right now.
Is there anybody he hasn't been able to get a hold of?
No, he said he's talked to everyone that he knows of. The only concern we had is he was talking about the friend with the older sibling, and we don't know who that one is. That's the one we don't know.
Do you guys have a name for that person?
Because we don't know who that person is. We've never heard him say like specific name. And my husband said when he talked to him today that there was no like specific name for that. He didn't give him a name. He just told him no. So
And he took his game console bill.
yeah, they have a couple of different consoles.
And one of them's gone.
Switch Lite. They have a 2DS, a 3DS. One of them's gone. It was in like a bluish black. Wait, no, that one might be in red. I don't remember. I just know in the video you can see that, or the picture that the lady had. You can see like he's got something right here and it's like far down.
Which picture is this?
So some lady online had noticed it, like messaged us and had noticed that was him or the description, and she was like, "Was that him?" And I was like, "Yes."
Where was that picture taken?
I don't know. I honestly have about 150 Facebook messages that I haven't answered people on because you guys showed.
Was it local? I mean, was it in the
Yes,
Lorson Ranch?
in Lorson Ranch. Someone put it on the Lorson Ranch page, and so a lot of people just kept sending messages, information. First, someone said they saw him get in a white SUV. Then someone said they caught it on their camera. They were all supposed to be sending this to me, but as I was talking to all these people on Facebook, because my husband gave the neighbor permission to post it, you guys came and I kept having alerts, and I weren't gonna you know.
Can you just look at this one's at the door?
Huh?
It's at the door.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I know you probably gave some of this information to dispatcher already, but can you give us a description of him from top
Yeah,
to
so,
bottom? Hair color, eye color, any article?
Yeah, so brown, very pale, like whitish color skin,
I'm guessing he's at this house, but they don't know.
Somewhere.
and then
And the parents may not know he's there.
and then let's
Well, they
see,
said
410,
there was a weird text that Dad got about something
90
about bath
pounds,
salts,
maybe?
and hey, if you
And then I
if
sent
I
you that
can get some
picture
bath
that-
salts, do we have any bath salts? And my friend will let me play Sonic or something at their house.
He sent that to his dad.
Yeah, I got it. And then Mom goes through everything, finds a this is Parker. Yeah. I'm not that here. Yes.
yes.
No, we're still getting the runaway report right now.
Harley,
Yeah?
did you get it? Who was it?
I don't know.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Our
Okay.
teacher is moving and
I just didn't want any
Right.
like
There's
people,
not any-
neighbors popping in.
I know there's a deputy viral who sells things like that online.
Yeah. So he wanted it.
What clothes was he wearing?
Blue jacket, blue jeans.
Had a game console that he left with, so he's probably at somebody's house right now playing games.
That's what me and my husband absolutely think, and we think
Blue jacket.
we absolutely think that, and we've calmed our stress level down after our 4-hour week over that.
Like a thick, heavy winter jacket, a sweatshirt, windbreaker.
No, like the ones I was showing you guys in there, kind of like a little windbreaker type. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Is there anything distinguishing
perfect,
about
yeah.
him? Does he wear?
I'm mid, so I'll be on the line.
No,
Cool, cool.
no, they asked me about tattoos and earrings and
It's
all
just,
that.
like
stuff.
I'm gonna
There
end
was
up,
nothing.
I'm gonna
Okay,
end up asking
perfect.
a whole lot of the same questions that dispatch asked.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you hear anything from the school, let us know, please. All right. Oh, bye. Just Don Roy Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, we already talked to a bunch of people at the school.
Yeah, he said head of security.
Because
so
there was
he-
a game or something tonight, and so that was like one of the things we were thinking. If I guess they went to like the basketball game or something.
Uh-huh.
But
He said there was Parks and Rec going on, so.
Smith.
Yeah. What?
It was the off duty.
no,
Oh, Okay.
He said somebody in the neighborhood or something.
Does he have a dentist he goes to?
If you guys want to call my husband,
Yeah,
ask
we
all
can do
these
that. We can
questions.
do that. We'll
'Cause
follow up because
you're
he might have a little bit
overwhelming
more
me with these
information.
things,
Yeah.
and I don't do a lot of the.
Okay.
He does all that.
How long's he been over there stationed?
He's not. He's stationed here. He's just at Captain Career Course.
Okay.
Yeah. So they go to a dentist. I think it's like Fountain Dentist, maybe.
Okay, we can
Everything
go.
else is on base.
We'll
'cause
give him a
it's- Yeah.
What's his name?
Al, A-L, Stauch, S-T-A-U-C-H,
Phone number?
843-478.
We're in the RO.
6714.
We're valid with protection orders. There's a phone number for the RO on your screen too.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Are we back on 3?
I'm on 3.
They call the code.
2239.
Cool. We'll give him a call. Try to
Okay.
get some more information.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the medical, dental, you
Yeah.
know, like he'll know like all that stuff because he takes them on base.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll go give him a call in the car real quick and see if we can get any information. Then
Okay.
we go on our side, and if not, we'll come back and or we'll give you a case number for
Okay.
the runaway and everything. Okay. All right. Thanks.
My dog's come down here now.
I didn't see him.
Okay. I'm anal about electricity. You have gas and electricity.
Any choice in gathering any of those?
It's like bad.
Not reporting. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected. Reporting. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Hey, can we come in?
Hey, I'm W. Donahue.
Letecia Stauch. Nice to meet you. You guys are busy tonight, huh?
Yes,
Very.
unfortunately.
Thank you for
Sorry,
calling.
we
It's
took
okay.
us long. I mean, we go by priority, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the neighbors have been awesome, so
Yeah.
they helped out.
and they could probably do more than we.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why- that's
we
what
got
I
two
was-
bodies, so
Exactly. That's what I was telling my husband anyway because he was upset, and I was like, honestly, the neighbors have already pretty much done a lot of the work.
yeah, there's a ton of them out there. So.
Yeah. We keep getting posts and pictures, and we did find someone did send us a video picture or something, and he was holding a Switch case, like different, like his Switch, like a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not like a Switch.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, like so they've all been trying to be very like helpful and the whole situation because so he was supposed to be here at 6 o'clock because we were going to eat dinner, and he said he was off restriction today, so he was going to go play with his friend, and his dad had already told him he could play with his friend, and he didn't come back at 6, so I looked outside and saw it was sleeting, so I said, well, maybe he's waiting on one of us to come get him, so we drive to the neighbor's house, which I'm assuming he's at the neighbor's on the corner's house, and they're like, no, he's not here. So I was like, okay, maybe it's only one other person. So they kept leading us on all this chase of people who it could be, and we covered a lot of houses, and at this point the neighbors all stepped in and kind of went to the houses ourselves, and because they told me to wait here, and she went to a bunch.
Okay.
But sorry, I didn't freaked out the whole time. To add to it, we're almost positive he is with someone that he knows because he searched on his phone. Can my parents find me if my iPhone is or if my phone is off? He also, and I'll let you look at this, sent my husband some crazy stuff that was like. See this to you. Let's see. It was like So he sent my husband a message that says, do we have any bath salt? And then my husband said, for what? Asked me. And then, because my husband didn't think, what he was talking about. And it says, my friend said if I get some, we could play. And he has a Sonic there this weekend. Because he's big into, Nintendo Sonic.
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
And then my husband said, no. So then he said, can we play today if my tummy stops hurting? And so my husband said, we call him. Then he said his brother has a car for a sleepover this Friday. So that's why we were trying to find some of the kids that we knew, we didn't know, other people.
Brothers.
Brothers that had older siblings. So that's how the whole thing got started with this Jimmy kid. We feel bad, but we didn't start that. So everybody goes pounding on this Jimmy kid's house and looking for, people at Gaplin. And the kid was asleep, and he didn't have an older sibling. So it kind of got, how social media gets blown all out of proportion and things like that. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what we got. And then... and we did. My husband was like, "Go through his book bag and stuff like that," and we found like a cigar in there. It was one of these things. I guess a cigar. I don't know.
Has any used the marijuana that you know about?
No, he's never even been like this. Like he did start going to
brothers are hanging around and smoking pot.
Well, my thing is he is at Grand Mountain, and they're mixed with the. He's 5th grade, 11 years old, and they also have the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade there now. Now, I know the school does a really good job because I work for the school district to separate the kids in the different, the 4th, 5th graders, 6th grade, but that doesn't mean they still don't need each other in Larson Ranch, and that's the thing because he does go take his bike up to Stingray Park, or is that the name of that little park? Whatever the park is up there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And things like that. So it's kind of like pretty much that's what we got.
Okay. Did you give our dispatch the social?
My husband has the social. I'm gonna have like a blurry version. I don't know if I can read it. But he was like freaking out, saying, I can't go find social. I'm upset. He is. So I was like,
and I apologize once again.
Yeah.
I pulled. I mean, there was something pretty urgent.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get people that are. All right, let's see. The social. He said he lost the social.
So y'all have hit all the friends' houses, or at least some of the people that are out.
That we know. Is the social on his military ID?
It might be. I think it's in your room.
Was there anything missing?
No, there was nothing missing. He just had his game, which he's a huge, crazy Mario, Sonic. He had that with him, and that's it. That's all we seen missing. Because my husband immediately said, "Go look for the guns." And I immediately went in there, and I couldn't find one, so I was panicking. But you know how you're looking for something, and it's right there. And so I'm like, "Oh my God, it's gone!" And then I realized, okay, it was hid behind some clothes, whatever. So all the guns are accounted for.
Clothing wise.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. We didn't see anything.
Toiletries.
Nope.
Does he have like a wallet he carries around with school ID?
The phone was with the wallet.
Okay, one of the attached cases, like the.
Yeah, an actual wallet.
Oh, okay.
His phone was with the wallet, and he had left it in his room.
And is the phone turned off? Have y'all? Has anybody tried the phone?
Well, I have his phone. He left the phone here with the wallet.
Oh, okay.
That's how we went through.
So how do you know? So he must have used somebody else's Facebook. Is that what you're thinking? That he logged in somebody else's and asked that question if can my parents find me, or was that on?
No, it was in his search history.
It was in his search history prior to this happening. Okay. So he had already searched this information. He had deleted a bunch of things too because it would have one thing searched for one day specific, and it was like, okay, we know you're on YouTube, we know you're on this, you should be, whatever. And there was a lot of messages deleted, for example, his grandma or Nana, he had everything deleted, but we've reached out to all of them, and he hasn't been in contact with, with any of them because they all live on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
So.
Has there been any family issues that other than
no,
the strange thing was asking about the basketball.
What happened last night? So he was upset about last night because he's grounded from his Switch. Like I told you, it's all revolves around the Switch.
No, there was a restriction. Yeah, you said that, but it was lifted.
So it was lifted today. But last night he had. Okay, so we have 2 little small dogs, and he has really bad problems with his stomach because he takes Vyvanse every day. So when he doesn't, the weekends.
Is that the medication that you list ADHD?
For ADHD, right? Okay. So the weekends we don't give it to him. So on the weekends when you don't give it to him, your stomach starts to kind of work. Anyway, needless to say, messes his stomach up. We went on a hike yesterday. He pooped in his pants 3 times. You're supposed to give it to him every day, but if we go on a hike, I try not to because he'll be zombie and not, hiking and stuff like that. So he said, this is what he told me and his sister. She's already asleep now. She's only 8. But he told me and his sister that he thought somebody was coming downstairs, so he immediately tried to hide it. he knocked the candle over and it set the carpet downstairs on fire.
Oh no.
Now it was nothing big. It was
Right.
about like a 12 by 12 spot.
Uh-huh.
So I honestly wasn't even going to tell my husband. We went in there. We were like going to cut it out and like just replace it.
Yeah.
Tell him later, not like in the
I
moment.
Get you, I get you.
You know, like freak out because if I called you and said someone burned down the carpet, you're freaking out. You know?
Yeah, you said fire, so I was
Yeah,
thinking. You know.
exactly. So I just took the covers that he was. I took the covers that he was laying down, like and I just like threw it on there because I got my daughter out and the dog's out. She was working, and it was
You're
something.
gonna have everybody now.
I know. It was something that we were just like,
Did he take his bike?
no.
Okay, because somebody saw a little kid on a bike. They posted it, but I didn't know if he brought it.
Well, he did unless he took it sooner and brought it back because Lena ends up getting the bike
Okay.
and rides the bike because hers had broke when she ran into him. I say ran into him as in not physically,
Right.
but she somehow got his bike because hers wouldn't work. So he could have at
So
one
they were
point.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were supposed to go.
What
pick
color's
up
the
for
bike?
dinner.
Blue
Yeah, he
and
didn't
black.
They
And
thought
he
was
has
at
black
his friend's
coat
house. He
on?
was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sleeping.
We
So
got-
they
we
were
have
going
him
down
on
the road.
one- on one-
And they
he-
were- he was
we-
never there.
There's
And
one
he never went
picture
to-
someone sent he was on
Okay.
and he was taking the switch.
Do you mind if my partner looks around the house real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Because kids, they hide. And
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
They can hide for hours. And
Yeah,
you'd be
no, we've
surprised.
already checked the
Is there any other kids?
the ADT, the
There's
moving. Yeah, there's kids here. I say kids here.
There's
You're-
my sister and 2 dogs in the
Okay.
room up here.
Grab her ID too. when
Yeah,
you're
no, he's
done.
definitely he was out there because they left and blah blah blah. Somewhere wherever my wallet is at.
So, just tell me a timeline. I know you said that y'all were gonna go eat at 6.
Yeah, so it
They were
was
supposed to meet y'all back here, but you went down there because you started sleeping.
right. So
What happened between that and the time you got out of school?
Okay, so 3:15ish, 3:20ish. They usually come in every day and they have to like ride laps or something, you know, like physical activities or something like that. But since his stomach was hurting, his daddy told him he could go ahead and get his like switch time back. So that's pretty much it. They usually get snacks, and we always required him like, hey, you have to go outside, you know, like all these things. So
Pretty active then, huh?
Yeah.
So, he did that. And he didn't do that because you said his stomach was hurting. What happened instead of him doing that?
instead of doing what?
Doing
He
that?
said he had already talked to my husband about being off restriction,
Uh-huh.
so he said he was going to his friend's house to play video games.
And what time he left at 3:30?
I don't know the exact time because I was correcting his carpet thing downstairs. And
Okay.
he-
So he.
They,
left
and
at that
he's
time.
free. Like my husband's like very more free than I am with the situation. Like I kind of always like, whose house you going to? Give me their number. That's how it was with her. But like he's like, oh, as long as their neighborhood ride, you know, they can ride bikes. Everyone's together type thing. So yeah. So all the time they go and ride and meet friends. That's how we knew to go to different people's house because sometimes.
What
we
time
hang
did you
out.
notice that he left to go? I mean, what time? I mean, between the 3:15 and
Well,
when did you notice he left?
I came back up here at like maybe like 4 o'clock and.
He was already gone.
Right, but then Lena came back in the house, which is the sister, and she said that she had to get his bike because her bike wasn't working, so he gave her his bike or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So he left before 4.
Yeah.
Between 3:15 and 4. Okay.
Does he normally leave out the front door? Or would he have normally left out the front door?
or the garage. It's
Okay.
free to do both, or the back because he takes trash out.
But we have a lock on that now, so we probably don't.
All right. Well, the only reason I asked, it looked like there was like a ring doorbell.
Yeah,
camera.
we already. That's how I told you that we already knew that he had left.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what time was that? Just so we have it figured out.
we don't have the video recording. We just have like the thing go off on the ring.
Oh, okay.
We don't pay the fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can go ahead and grab your ID.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking for all of it.
Yeah, you're fine.
I think did I bring my thing in here? Actually, it might be in here. Can you get her? Let me get my wallet.
Yeah.
Cute.
I think it might be in my car. Or I think it might be in my car. So he wants my ID.
You can just give him your name and date of birth. left his phone? You know?
I'm sorry?
Would he normally left his phone here? Or does he take it with him often anywhere?
It kind of so depends on what we tell him. If they were to say like, oh yeah, you can take your phone,
Mm-hmm.
or like, no, you can't take it.
Does he have service?
He does.
Is that his phone?
Yeah, this one's his phone.
Who's that?
It's his mom.
Oh.
Because she knows we have his phone. It might be in that big pile of this.
If she's looking for ID, just go grab her name and date of birth.
I think it might be. I'm just waiting on him because it might be in the.
I can just get your name and date of birth. Ma'am.
Huh?
I was like, it's okay. We can just get your name and date of birth.
Oh, okay, okay. That's why I was like, it might be in the phone. All right, so it's Tesha TCIA. Stauch.
TCIA.
TECIA.
TEC.
Stauch. And STAUCH. And
License or is it another state?
another state.
What state is that?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's the accent, huh?
Yeah, that's the accent.
And then a middle initial or name for out of states.
Is the other dog? No. Yeah, no, so no one. No one
What's your middle name?
I mean, no one is down there. Huh.
Middle name?
It's my maiden name. So it's Hardin, HARDIN.
Cool. One out of 71 wants on one verbal out of South Carolina.
And the number you called. What do you want to call it?
Last is going to be Sam, Tom, Adam, Union, Charles, Henry. First of Tom, Edward, Charles, Ida, Adam. Middle, Henry.
Get her telephone number too, though, because there's several people that called.
Phone number?
Right.
Do you have a picture of him on your phone?
Yes.
Come on.
Can you?
The ones we all have are like mostly him and his sister together. I mean, can you crop that out or is it?
Yeah, if you want to too. I mean,
Yeah.
on your phone, you can send it.
So this is the one that everyone has been sending. Is this one? Do you want me to send it to who?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his phone. And then go ahead and get that information for the information I sent you on there after you get the picture.
All right. What? Do you
Stand by.
This in?
Sure. I just got a new phone number, so I
Okay.
don't remember what it is. If you wanna, while I do this, if you wanna try and find that driver's license,
Yeah.
they're not finding you.
It's it's LE. If you're running me in, like instead of TECIA, it's LETECIA.
Okay.
Like Letecia.
LE. 171. Can we try Lincoln Edward, Tom Edward, Charles, Ida Adam for the first name?
Has anybody's been saying anything on the Facebook post or whatever that people were talking about?
Just that they're looking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
I accidentally let it lock, I'm sorry. Alright, you ready?
What am I doing again? I'm sending you that picture, right? Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Messages.
Alright.
Just give them the old one.
Negative. I have a OLN for you. Yep, that's me.
So y'all contacted all the friends that y'all know about at this point. Parents, any of them saying anything that you know about that they said they haven't seen him today as well? Nothing like that. Okay. Nothing other than him taking his Switch, his game thing. Nothing else missing. He didn't ride his bike. You just told her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing other than that. No suspicious circumstances. Other than some weird text there. I guess you sending that bath salt. Okay. He's got some other information, just some medical stuff that we would like to have. And he's already listed as runaway. So if he's riding around with his brother in the car, he gets contacted. What are you doing out this late? What's your name? It comes up that he's running away. And so they'll give you a call.
Copy.
You want to get that stuff and then
He wasn't in there with the space. That stuff is down there, sir.
At 10:30, Al starts texting Letecia anything, and then Letecia says they're calling you.
Sheriff's Office, how you doing today?
Good, sir. How's it going?
Hi, just to confirm, am I speaking with Al?
Yep, this is he.
Awesome. So I just want to apologize for how long it took us to get here. But I just got finished talking with Tasha.
Yeah, my wife.
Okay. There was a number of questions that I was asking her that she said to talk to you about.
Okay.
In regards to your son.
Yes.
So, some of the questions I have are just like form questions for missing persons or runaway. So whatever information you give me is great. What dentist does he go to?
I believe it's Fountain Dental Clinic right there by Culver's in town.
Okay.
I think it's Fountain Dental. I don't remember off the top of my head right now.
Alright, and is that where all of his dental records are kept? He's never gone to another one?
He's done all that here. We just moved here. And I think they transferred the records, but we lived in Alaska. I was in the Army up there in Alaska, so he did some work up there in Alaska. I would have to look up the dental clinic up there.
Okay.
Do you need that one too?
Not at the moment. If we have to revisit it, we can get that information later.
Okay.
Do you know if he has any missing teeth or peculiarities with his dental work?
Yeah, in fact, we need to make a dentist trip, but he's got one tooth on the top that is I don't want to say rotted out, but kind of had some issues with it, and the other tooth is like growing in front of it or behind it or whatever. I think it's on his right side on the top, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That would be the only serious peculiarity. Turn this down. Yes.
Alright. Just bear with me for a moment. I'm writing notes and everything as I talk, but I am still listening.
Okay.
Okay. What about doctor? Who does he see for his doctor?
We go on base at Fort Carson to the Iron Horse Clinic, Iron Horse Family Clinic, or whatever.
Okay.
He hasn't had a checkup in a while, probably over a year. But we went in because he takes some medicine for school. We went in last week, I think.
Okay.
Just for a little talk, about I guess you could call it a checkup, but nothing was wrong. He just needed more medicine.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Has he had any major operations like surgeries, obviously not amputations or implants, but like any major surgeries or broken bones?
Hasn't broken any bones. He had some stuff. He was a preemie, so he had a lot of stuff when he was born, but he hasn't had anything at all recently. So, are you looking for scar information, or what?
To be honest, let's see. We'll get down to scars here in a couple questions.
Okay.
So.
I mean, let me stop you real quick because I mean I'm kind of getting the wrong impression here. Are these general like standardized questions you ask, or
yes, sir.
Okay, because I feel like you're getting to something specific, and I'd rather you just shoot straight with me. So.
Oh no, it's a general form that I have to fill out for every missing person, every
okay, all right,
runaway. Great. This way, I can hand it to our dispatch, and they can mark him as runaway, and it fills in all the information they need, so that if anybody goes looking, and if they happen to find him, they can have more positive identifying items.
Okay. All right.
So. Yeah, just bear with me. There's a number of them, but we'll get through it, and then I'll ask more specific questions, if that works. Do you know if he has any injuries?
He didn't, to my knowledge, when I left Sunday, I think, for my training, and before I left, he didn't have anything.
Okay. No recent X-rays or whatnot?
No.
Okay. So you have any unusual physical characteristics that you know of?
No. I mean, he's a pretty normal guy.
Okay. Here's the question for scars, marks, tattoos, and and their locations. I mean, I assume he's 11. He doesn't have tattoos, but.
No.
Do you know of any scars or marks that are unique?
Yeah. So from his stuff when he was a baby, he's got a little. I think it's on his left side, kind of where they would put a chest tube in. So he's got a scar there, little like circular, maybe not even as big as a dime.
Okay.
So that would be definitely something you would see, but I don't think. I'm just trying to think. I don't think he has any other scars really other than that.
Okay. These next couple questions your wife answered, as if there was any jewelry missing from the house or clothing missing from the house. Does he have any usual hangouts that you know of?
The only place that he goes typically is. So are you standing at my house?
Yeah, I'm out front.
So if you look like out towards the street, like to the right, there's a T intersection. And the house right at the end of that T intersection is where most of his little friends live, and that's really the only place he goes. He once in a while there's on the street behind us he goes to some kid's house over there, but he hasn't gone there in a long time.
Okay.
So it's normally just that one on the end of the street there.
All right, I'll grab that address here in a second. Do you know any of his friends?
At that house right at the end of our street there, and then like I said, the other place he goes once in a while with my daughter is really her friend's house, and her friend's name is. He goes over there and plays video games sometimes, but that's really it in our neighborhood. He's got one other friend from the school he went to last year, but they're like away on the other side of town. And they were up there earlier, but I think they left already.
Okay. Do you know of any new friends that he may have had? Sorry about that.
New friends. The only thing he's mentioned to me, and this is all like crazy today, but he mentioned to me. My wife might have told you, but he said he had a friend that wanted him to come over this weekend and have a sleepover. And this is where some alarms went up just this morning. He texted me and said the friend told him that he had an older brother that had a car, and that his older brother said they could have fun and sleep over if he brought bath salts. And that was and I told him I responded no, and I said go talk to Tisha, his stepmom, my wife, and I immediately identified to her that what was going on because he stayed out of school today because he was sick. So, and then I also immediately told her because we did have some stuff to take a bath, bath salt type stuff, and I told her immediately to go find all that we had and hide it, away from him. He couldn't get it, so. And I think she went through it and said that nothing was missing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to go show him a picture? Do you have the picture?
Hang on 1 second.
I'll have him send it to you. Do you mind going over there to come and go and just seeing if they seen him? Yeah. Did you get what he's wearing?
Yeah. So Tasha said he's wearing a blue windbreaker over blue jeans.
Okay. Your incident has been updated.
Do you know if he's had any drug involvement or anything of that sort?
To my knowledge, it's an absolute no.
Okay.
Your incident has been updated.
Huh? Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's still on the phone. So we'll do it. 1 sec.
Do you know if he has any mental or emotional problems, or if he's been treated or under treatment for him?
No, he so. No, I mean, me and his mom were busted up. We split up a while back, like 5 years ago, and he, he doesn't really struggle horribly with that, but he gets a little sad sometimes. That's about it. But I take him and his sister to counseling on post like regularly, at least once a month, just in case, so they're always willing to talk. And every time they come out, I ask the counselors if there's any issues that I need to be alerted about, and they've never said one time that they were proud of anything. So.
Okay. I just got a couple questions left. This is an odd one. He doesn't have any social services caseworkers assigned to him, correct?
No, he does not.
Okay. And then last question: do you know if he's really involved with any gang activity or anything of the sort?
Yeah. Once again, not to my knowledge. I mean, he's either, like I said, he's either at that one little boy's house down the street, or he's at home playing his video games, hanging out with the family and stuff. So.
Okay. All right, that's the end of that form. So moving away from the form, talking to him and all that. I know you're out of state, but have you noticed any changes in his behavior while talking to him or interacting with him?
No, I mean, he's been easy as it goes. My wife, he had a little spilled a candle or something silly last night and got upset about that. My wife said he wrote down in the notebook that he was sorry and or whatever, like a couple times, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So.
Has he ever exhibited any behavior like this before? Like, has he
No,
made comments about wanting to leave, or?
Nope, never at all.
Okay. Has he ever made comments about not liking where he's living or the current living situation, or maybe he didn't like Tasha?
He hasn't made those to me.
Okay. Okay. You said he was doing well in school, right? So there was no major issues coming from school?
Yeah, he's straight A's.
That's our biggest lead,
got his
really.
first B in the sport car, but that he's straight A's. So.
Okay.
Who's over? Is it Brown? Is she over Grandview too?
Let's see.
That's all.
I think I've got all the questions that I can think of answered between you and your wife.
He'll get cold.
So yeah, with everything I've got going on, or between the two conversations I've had, I think I've got everything answered that I need. Last thing I need from you though is is Al your legal first name?
No, Eugene, E-U-G-E-N-E.
Eugene. What's your middle initial?
A.
A. And then Stauch. Am I pronouncing that right? Stauch?
Stauch, and then I'm the 4th.
Oh, you're the 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
4th. What's your date of birth? Okay. Just for our records, is your driver's license here out of the state, or is it South Carolina like hers is?
No, I still got an Alaska license.
Alaska. Cool. You happen to have your driver's license handy?
Yeah, give me just a sec. How many of you guys are there at my house?
Just me and my partner at the moment.
Yeah, can you have somebody can you have him take a look at my wife? She says feels like she's having a heart attack.
She's got what?
My wife is stressing, and I don't know if she needs medical attention, and I would appreciate if one of you guys could take a look at her and make a quick assessment if she needs medical attention. She's freaking out, because it's been a 7-hour process now.
Okay.
So, what do you need for my driver's license?
I just need the driver's license number.
Hey, we'll check on her, but do you want the case number, or do you want me to give it to her?
Yeah, I mean both. Give it to her, and if you can, can you text it to me at this number?
Go ahead and get it.
Yeah, I can text it to you.
Yeah, do that for me.
Alright.
Hey, man, I just wanted to give you a heads up.
And then the number that I text you with, I also gave the number to your wife, but that'll be my work phone number in case you guys have any other information you want to add to it. You can shoot me a text message, or you can call me, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
With all of it. So I'll get a case number, and I'll get it texted to you, and I'll give your wife my card with my number again, and the case number on that.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll go, as soon as I'm done talking to you, we'll go check on her.
Okay.
All right.
All right, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Your incident has been updated. New message.
Did you get case number? Sorry.
Not yet. I was waiting for the air to clear.
Okay. If you just want to get your card and we'll go out there.
Okay.
He's still on the phone?
No.
Oh.
No, I was running him real quick since every time I went to key up, somebody would get on the radio, and I'm like, just...
Your incident has been updated. New message.
Well, there ain't gonna be no CTAs in this area tonight. Are you talking about the one where they always have the house party? Because there's that house over there that we always deal with dipshits or whatever. Will you text Carly that picture so he can ask come and go? Do you have his number? Oh my gosh, dude.
No, actually I don't.
I told Hammond, I was like, dude, I guarantee the media is going to catch on this shit here in a little bit. And they're going to be calling, asking fucking questions because everybody thinks this kid's like fucking in the back of a pedo van or some shit. I don't know who he is. Oh, really? Okay. You got somebody to your left.
Your incident has been updated. New message.
Doing great. Doing great. Do you want to go see if she's got any updates?
Yeah.
On that van, or that van, the white Suburban. Go check on it because he's gonna complain. He's gonna say, "Well, you told me you were gonna check on my wife."
Yeah.
I was on the phone with Hammond.
Okay, I'm gonna call dispatch and get a case number real quick. Otherwise, I'll forget about it.
Why don't you just use your radio?
On one. Is it runaway or missing person?
Runaway.
1971. Can I get a CR for runaway?
Your incident has been updated.
Copy, thank you. Oh, okay. Alright.
Give her your... Go ahead and give her your, your work number in case he shows up at tonight.
Three or 633. I gotta remember that number.
You got somebody to your left.
Donahue. Hey. Okay. been there at 16 buying chips with nobody? Okay. What was that? Okay. Yeah, you're good. Thank you, man. Alright. Bye.
At 10:44, she makes an outgoing call to Al and they speak for 33 seconds. And then Gannon's phone calls his mother, Landon, again, and they speak for 12 minutes and 6 seconds. And then there is an image at 10:53 at what looks like, I'm not sure, it looks like a blunt of some sort. Not really sure what that is or even why that's part of the timeline. But it is part of the timeline. At 11:01, Al texts Letecia, nothing else, still talking to the police. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Tell the police. They had 7 people in here asking me irrelevant stuff when I could be going through the rest of the 462 comments. Now keep in mind, we just watched the body cam footage. At no point did she look nervous, upset, having a panic attack. That all came about to manipulate Al into focusing on her and not finding his son. Because I didn't see that in the whole body cam footage. And then Al follows up and says, "Are you okay?" And Letecia says, "No, like I do everything I can, but none of it matters. And now I'm asked, why was he outside? Or drill me about other friends when I don't have the first number to one of them. I've walked this house for 5 hours. I haven't eaten. My chest hurts, but it's not about me. Girl, stop making it about you then. 'Cause you are making this about you. And you will see a pattern with this woman make everything about her." And then Al makes an outgoing call to Letecia after that text message, obviously because he's concerned about her, saying her chest hurts. So he calls her. They speak for 11 minutes and 8 seconds. I'm pretty sure he was the nice doting husband, caring about her feelings and validating her. And then at 11:29, Letecia calls Deborah Locklear, and they speak for 1 minute and 12 seconds. At 11:39, the sheriff's office clears the location. No sign of Gannon. And at 11:49, again is officially listed as an NCIC missing child. 11:51, Harley sends a text message to Letecia and said, "Do you need me to get you anything?" And Letecia says, "No, I may need to go to the store." And then Al sends a text right before midnight at 11:54, "Are you okay?" And then poor Letecia, who just brutally butchered an 11-year-old child, responds, "All these photos are starting to run together. My eyes and head hurt. Someone is bringing me a Coke. My head is about to bust." Again, all about her, but she's not trying to make this about her. As you just saw, Letecia doesn't shed a single tear for Gannon, but she has plenty to say about her headache, her eyes, her feelings. This isn't grief. It's a sympathy grab aimed squarely at Al. And we're just getting started. In the next episode, Letecia's story goes from unbelievable to completely unhinged. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell because the lies are just beginning to unravel.
I just want to say thank you. Nothing more, no play. I appreciate